although there's no exact science about it because no scientist is willing to subject anybody to this experiment, they say that the human body can survive approximately 3 weeks without food as long as it has water. But without food and water, the human body, they say at the most 3 to 4 days, the system would begin shutting down and death would be very imminent, particularly without water. Water is so vital because without it, dehydration will set in and then the body stops functioning and everything ceases. In John chapter 19, verse 28, as Jesus is hanging on the cross, his body has been subjected to terrible, terrible abuse. And then, in the midst of all that suffering, in a quotation or reference really to Psalm 22, he says, "I thirst." Our hearts go out as we think about Jesus hanging there in the pain that he was in and then saying, "I thirst." When someone that we love is hurting and then they say, "I thirst," our hearts hurt so much, and we do everything that we can to aid that and to relieve the thirst. Jesus thirsted for us, and he wants us to thirst for him. In Matthew chapter 5, he says, "Blessed are those who hunger and thirst after righteousness. They shall be filled." We could do really little, nothing to alleviate Jesus' thirst, but he says when we thirst for righteousness, he will fill us. In the 21st chapter of Revelation, the Bible says that Jesus, telling us about heaven, tells us that he will give to those who are thirsty of the waters of the rivers of life freely. Jesus thirsted on the cross for us in order that he in turn might give to us the waters of the rivers of life freely without cost, so that you and I eternally may never thirst again.